Welcome back, Blood Bowlers. We have had 4 more fixtures in week 5. We have, unfortunately, as you can see, not that many touchdowns, but oh boy. When we get into this, you're going to see it was made up for in blood. We're going to start at the top of the list, which is the Nuka-Cola Boys versus the Somebodies. And as people may or may not see, there was a first for the league. The Nuka-Cola Boys have conceded their first and currently only touchdown of this season, and it took 5 games and some god-fucking-damn what else to do it. The touchdown was scored by Derek, who also got himself a Kaz. There was also a touchdown that was scored first by, funny enough, an Ogre, and 3 casualties split amongst some of the big boys of the team. It's a very, very, very fun game, because it was the one game that I was genuinely scared about in terms of conceding and possibly losing. So to come out with a draw, I'll take it. Season 2 Wood Elf team, it's terrifying. But whoever has Liam next is going to be counting their blessings, because I may or may not have missed next gamed one of his blue wall dances. Looking at the next game, which was 0-0 between Fear the Blocking Dead and Only Fells Inducements, but oh boy. 3 casualties to the Zombos and a whopping 6 casualties to the Snotlings. This is what I say, guys. Not many touchdowns, but paid for in blood of the innocents. Final match, which was played later on the Thursday rather than the Tuesday by Tom and Stu, which was the Little Todgers versus the Anti-Heroes. I'm talking about this one next, despite failing the order because it's in my book. It was a nice, simple 2-0 to the Dark Elf team. The other Dark Elf team got 2 casualties. Specifically, the Anti-Heroes won 2-0. The Little Todgers got themselves 2 lovely casualties for the trouble. And finally, the reason why I'm flapping this page in my hand is because it's the final fixture result that was handed to me. Thank you, Jim. It was a 1-0 trouncing, and I say that because you'll see in a sec, to the Trumpton Carnies. That Bug Squad did put up 3 casualties, but they were also beaten out by the fact the Trumpton Carnies put themselves 4, although one of them was done by a star player. Unfortunately, Fungus, he's now got himself 2 casualties for the season, but a new player has entered the mix for the Hobgoblin team, a Minotaur, immediately going to work with 3 murders. It is fascinating. I will show you as well in a moment week 6 fixtures. And also, I've spoken with Jim. He's been put on special measures for his fixtures. He knows all of his final games, and obviously get them done where you can, whenever you can. Everybody else, obviously, will try and stick to the schedule, but Jim has a babu on the way, and I hope it's healthy, I hope it's good. And may Nuffle praise this goddamn child to be the best Blood Bowl player the world has ever seen. Looking at the league table, still at the top is myself with 3 wins and 2 draws, but also with the same record. 3 wins, 2 draws, and myself and Gavin have already played each other. That was one of my draws. The only reason why I am in the lead is because of point bonuses. I will show you those in a moment. I am on 36 points. Gavin is on 32 points. In third, with 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, is Stuart on 27 points. In fourth is Jim with 2 wins, 3 losses, 25 points. Fifth, just, is the Somebodies, Liam, 2 wins, 3 draws, 24 points. The reason why he's losing is because he's had less bonuses to Jim. And 6th is Fear the Blocking Dead, Lee, with 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses. You can see the results are Peter down here. 19 league points. In 7th is Sam. Only fells and inducements. 1 win, 1 draw, 3 losses, 15 league points. And last, not least, but we're goddamn trying to teach the boy. It's Tom. The Little Todgers. No wins. No draws. Not a touchdown scored and 5 losses. 5 league points. I will show you guys the points here. As you can see, the touchdown differences, the casualties dealt. Obviously, myself being the most casualties, but there are 4 teams now over 10. There is only 1 team that has scored 10 touchdowns, and that is Liam, the Wood Elf team. We can see that Jim and myself have got the most clean sheets, the most casualty bonuses go to me, the most touchdown bonuses go to, surprisingly, not Liam, but in fact, go to Jim. Liam has been scoring a lot, but not a lot in single games. Looking at the stats now for the touchdowns, starting from the bottom, I'm going to personally ignore those on a single touchdown, but you can look for yourself. There are 28 touchdown scorers. In 9th with 2 touchdowns is Silver of the Anti-Heroes, Otto of the Somebodies with 2 in 8th. In 7th is Nuka Colin of the Nuka Cola Boys with 2, Mr. Grubb of the Trumpton Carnies with 2, Mad Max of the Anti-Heroes with 2, Ian of the Somebodies with 2. In 3rd, Wade Wilson of the Anti-Heroes with 3, Diarrhea of the Fatberg Squad in 2nd with 4, sorry, and then Derek of the Somebodies with 5. Completions, there was no completions made in this entire round of fixtures, but the league standings are: in 1st is LeBron of the Somebodies with 12, Nuka Grape, that trusty little logo with 6, Vermin Collar of Fatberg Squad with 4, and a load of down to 9th with 1. Excuse me. For casualties, we have 40 individual casualty dealers, but it is only 20th where we have those with multiple. Wilhelm Cheney, star player, with 2. Vermin Collar of the Fatberg Squad with 2. Schlong of the Little Todgers with 2. Roland Raticus of the Fatberg Squad with 2. Righty of Only Fells and Inducements with 2. Nuka Quantum of the Nuka Cola Boys with 2. Mr. Pugh of the Trumpton Carnies with 2. Metacarpal of Fear the Blocking Dead with 2. Mad Max of the Anti-Heroes with 2. Legion Air of the Fatberg Squad with 2. Lefty of Only Fells and Inducements, 2. Fungus Loon, star player, 2. Eric of the Somebodies, 2. Now we get into more than 2. In 7th is Nuka Cola of the Nuka Cola Boys with 3. Mr. Sneed of the Trumpton Carnies with 3. That is beautiful. In 5th is Nuka Victory of the Nuka Cola Boys with 4. 4th, Nuka Cranberry of the Nuka Cola Boys with 4. In 3rd, Gigantus Raticus, who is now dead, thanks to that game against Gavin, the Fatberg Squad with 4. 2nd, Fatberg of the Fatberg Squad with 4. And in 1st is Pomp of Only Fells and Inducements with 5, after picking himself up 3 casualties in his last game. Interesting. Interesting. So, you guys are now going to want to know what the next round of fixtures are, with the only exception of Jim, who knows all of this, but obviously there's only 2 left, so it was a 50-50 anyway. The next fixtures that are intended to be played on the 16th of January. No, that is right. Stu, it is the 16th of January, the next Bloodbowl fixtures, isn't it? Okay. I thought it was. I thought we had a campaign week this week, wasn't it? 16th. Oh no, it wasn't. It's the 23rd. We had them just, didn't we? The 23rd of January. These fixtures are as follows: Only Fells and Inducements versus the Somebodies. That is Sam v Liam. The Fatberg Squad versus the Nuka Cola Boys. Jim, I already spoke to you about this. It's actually you v me, bud. The Little Todgers versus Fear the Blocking Dead. That is Tom v Lee. And the Anti-Heroes versus the Trumpton Carnies. That is Stu v Gavin. I will also show you the last fixtures because it is the last of the first round of this league, because there is only 2 fixtures left. That would obviously leave the Somebodies versus the Fatbook Squad. Jim, I already explained this to you. These are your 2 games to play whenever you can fit them in. Only Fells and Inducements versus the Little Todgers. That is Sam v Tom. We have a little sibling brother battle for the final fixture. The Nuka-Cola Boys versus the Anti-Heroes. That is me v Stu, and Lee versus Gavin. Fear the Blocking Dead versus the Trumpton Carnies. Interesting. We have 2 familial ties in week 7 before the league split. We have very, very tight positionings on the league table, considering there is only 12 points between 1st and 5th. There is 5 players vying for the top 4 slots. 5 players vying for the top 4 slots, and we will see how that shit plays out. Good luck, guys.